Hello, young CMSD scholars and caregivers. I'm Mrs. Gannum from CMSD, offering a few tools and strategies to help with literacy learning at home. The first strategy I want to offer to you is used with just plain old index cards. I'm making my own memory game. I've took some random words like shred, brunch, and bells. I took these words because these are words that might be used in a classroom because you're studying digraphs, you're studying blends, you might be studying suffixes or bonus letters, you might be studying digraph blends, and you might be given a word list from your teacher. So I wrote those words on the cards like you see, and I took 3 other cards and I drew pictures to represent bells, shred, and brunch. I'm going to turn my cards over. I'm going to ask mom or dad to play a game with me. And whoever wins the game with the most matches is the first one to create some silly sentences, maybe act out a word, or maybe make a silly story. You can play the same type of game, making your own memory game, with your younger scholars if you have a preschooler studying the alphabet. You can take plain pieces of paper, put a letter on one piece of paper, and a picture to represent that letter. Like, for example, D, draw a dog on another paper. You can have a C, draw a cat on another piece of paper, and play a memory game with your younger scholars that way. Another extension of that would be a Go Fish game. You can have a stack of word cards, maybe a word list from your teacher, or just open up a book and grab some words out of a book, random, make a list of words on your own, make your own word cards, turn them upside down, ask your scholar to take 3 cards. Once they have their 3 cards, they have to look at their cards, show you their cards, and make a sentence. So I picked chat. I randomly picked chat, post, and mind. Now I would want to talk with mom or dad on how can I make a silly sentence or a real sentence using these 3 words. I might say, I don't mind if we stand by the post and chat for a while. Another strategy I want to offer during our remote learning is with reading. Find a good book of choice. After you have read at least a couple pages or the first chapter of a book, maybe it's a picture book for your younger scholars, stop, talk about it, and act it out. We almost all have Legos at home. We could build a scene from our book, or we can take some props that we have that we don't even realize we have at home. We could take our stuffed toys and we can act out scenes from our book. We can dress up and represent. We call that reader's theater. One thing that I always like to do is go back in the book, find the best pictures I can find, and close it up and recreate it. And then take my pictures and go retell the story. Maybe there's somebody at home that never heard any part of that story. I challenge your youngest scholars to draw out and represent the words that were read to them or read with them, and take their pictures and go tell the story just from their pictures to another family member in the house. And the last thing I want to offer to you is an awesome website for all of your scholars at home, and it's called techedresources.org. If you type techedresources.org, you can find so much to explore for elementary, middle, and high school. I challenge you to go to this website and see what you can find. We're in this together, and we hope to see you soon. But for now, I hope that you will take some of these literacy strategies and tools and use them at home.